Hello students, in this session we will learn about storage tanks. Storage tanks are the fluid holding containers so as to use the fluid for the future use. Storage tanks in buildings are the water holding containers which are connected with pipes for the supply of water. Need of storage tanks. For the water supply during the non-supply hours, that is generally the municipal corporation or water distribution corporation do not send supply the water 24 by 7. It is available only for hours in a day. So to have 24 by 7 water supply, we need storage tanks. For the pumping of water to higher floors if pressure head available is less. As we have seen earlier, generally the pressure head available in the municipal corporation can't reach the height above 3 floors. So as to have water supply to the higher floors, we need to have storage tanks, either the underground storage tank or the overhead storage tanks. For storing water during repair works or emergency. To reduce maximum water demand from the main source. As we have storage tanks, the dependency on the main source is surely distributed. Now, what are the characteristics needed in a storage tank? First, the tank installed or built should meet the demand. As per the demand, as per the number of people residing in a building, in a bungalow, in a society, the storage tank should be designed and should have that much amount of capacity. Second, tank should be leak proof. The tanks should be leak proof because the leakage will surely lead to dampness, seepage, leakage, and it will deteriorate the concrete, thus deteriorating the structure. Third, it should be easy to use. It should be easy enough to use, making no other hurdle for the uses. Fourth, it should have low maintenance. It should be durable. It should be safe to use because the water is 24 by 7 for lifelong. The water will be in that container, in that structure. So it should not react with the water and should not get mixed. The chemical reaction should not be there because we are using for drinking, we are using for flushing, and we are using for our human uses. So it should be safe to use. It should be easily accessible. The position of either of the underground tank or the overhead tank, both should be easily accessible for the future maintenance, repairs, or even the cleaning. So these were the characteristics needed in a storage tank. Now the storage capacity of tank. The storage capacity of any tank will mainly depend upon one, the type of building. Either it may be a residential building or a commercial building on a mixed type of building. So depending upon the type of building, the bungalow will have a little less requirement of water. A multi-storied building will have an other type of requirement. So depending upon the type of building, the capacity of the storage tank will be differing. Second, the number of users in the building, as the demand for the person and the number of person will be different. So larger the number of people in that building, larger the storage capacity of the tank is required. Third, frequency of water supply from government. If the government, the water distribution board supplies the water for 24 by 7 or on the daily basis also, then the dependency and the storage capacity of the water tank is drastically reduced. Fourth, standard of living of the user. Higher the standard of living of the person, higher the water requirement is there. Now, how if a higher class person or a too rich person is there, then he will be having a jacuzzi in his bathroom, he will be having shower, he will be having bathtub, he may be having a fountain in his garden. So the requirement of his water is also increasing. On the other hand, if there is a low cost construction house, if the person, the user is a BPL, below poverty line, the requirement is drastically reduced as the area is also reduced and the pattern of his water usage is also minimum. Thus, the standard of living of the user also affect the storage capacity of the water tank. As per the IS code, the minimum water requirement for a person is 135 liters per head per day. That is, a person will require minimum 135 liters per day of water. So, depending upon the number of users in a building, frequency of water supplied from the water distribution authority, the capacity of storage tank can be decided. Let's see with an example. For example, suggest a tank size for a family of 4 people having municipal water supply every 5 days. That is, there is a family with 4 people into it and they have water supply every 5 days. So individual demand is, as per IS code, the demand is 135 liters per day per person. So family demand per day will be of 135 into 4, that is 540 liters per day. The requirement by the family is around 540 liters per day. So water supply is for is at every 5 days. So water stored should sustain for 5 days minimum. So water required will be 540 into 5 equal to 2700 liters of tank is needed. So for the safety purpose, we will be going with 3000 liter tank. That is, we will have to design or we need to buy a plastic tank of capacity 3000 liter. As the 2000, the variants are generally of 500 liter, 2000 liter, 1000 liter likewise, and 27,000. This is a random number. So to be on a safer side, we will be always be going on the higher end, not coming on the lower end. So we will go for a water tank of capacity 3000 liters. Now let's compare the RCC type of or the composite type of tank with plastic water tank. And this both the tanks, this composite tank and the plastic tank are used in the buildings. Let's see these 11 parameters. Material in the RCC or the composite tank is RCC, that is reinforced cement concrete. And in the composite tank, what happens, the outer layer is in the brickwork and the inner layer is in the reinforcement, so the water tightness is maintained. Whether in the plastic water tank, the material of the tank is plastic PVC. Cost, the cost of the RCC tank depends upon size, labor rate, height of work. That is, it depends upon the size. Bigger the size of the tank, higher the it will be costing you. Labor rate prevalent in that city and the height of work. In multi, if the construction is of the underground tank, it will be cheaper. But if it is an overhead tank at a 15th floor or the 30th floor, then it will cost you large because everything will be included and everything be in the scenario. Whereas the plastic water tank will cost as per liter, and the present day rates range about 5 to 10 rupees per liter. So if we want a 3000 liter water tank and the rate is about 5 rupees, then 5 into 3000, like this the rate of your water tank will be there. Third is size. RCC tanks are circular in shape, rectangular in shape, and they are space dependent. They need comparatively larger space. Plastic tanks are circular in nature, rectangular in shape, and they are a bit compact in nature. Fourth, the movement. The RCC tank or the composite tanks are immovable. Once they are constructed at any place, they will not be moving throughout their life. Plastic tanks are movable, and if there is some issue with it, or it breaks down, or anything happens, or we want to change the shape, the place of the plastic tank, we can move. Self-weight. RCC and composite tanks both are heavy in nature as there is cements and aggregate reinforcement. So it is a heavy structure. Also, the RCC or composite tanks, when constructed on the top floor, needs staging. That is, the RCC or composite tank will never be resting on the floor directly, so as to avoid, because we want to avoid the leakages if any, and to avoid the seepages, as the seepage, the leakage will surely deteriorate the structure, whereas the plastic water tank are way lighter than the RCC or the composite tanks. Sixth, the construction. It is difficult to construct and it is time consuming. As it is a construction work, it surely needs curing, it surely needs compacting, and everything. Every RCC work, whatever is there, it is a time consuming topic. Plastic water tank are easy, as just we need to buy it and bring it to the set place, and it is easy and fast to install and also ready to use. Seventh is waterproofing. Waterproofing is mandatory in RCC and composite tank, because we don't want there to be any kind of seepage or the leakage, if any, to stop the leakages and everything and safeguard the structure. Plastic water tank, as it is a plastic, is a water resistant. It hardly needs any waterproofing. Maintenance. The RCC tank, the cleaning and maintenance is difficult and needs regular cleaning and maintenance. Every 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, like this, it is mandatory to have the cleaning and maintenance. Whereas the plastic water tank, both the cleaning and maintenance is not that difficult. It can be washed, cleaned, dried very easily, and does not require regularity into it. Whereas the seasonal effect, there is normal water temperature throughout the year. The water stored inside your RCC tank is having a normal temperature throughout the year, whereas the water inside the plastic water tank is very hot in summer and pretty cold in winter, making it a uneasy issue for the user. The 10th parameter is earthquake. It is highly unsafe in the time of earthquake, irrespective of the position, both underground tank and the overhead tank. They are highly reinforced, they are highly weighted, making it very unsafe during the earthquake. Whereas the plastic water tank, they are pretty safe than the RCC or the composite tanks. UV light protection, the RCC tanks, composite tanks are resistant to UV light, and whereas the plastic water tanks deteriorate in the material quality, they are unsafe and they move out with or ooze out the leave the color, deterioration in the color. So what we learned in this session, we learned about what is storage tank. Storage tank is a water saving tank where the water is stored for the future use, where there is no or negligible continuous water supply for the future use. Then the need of the storage tank is same. It's that we want to use for the future, and dependency on the storage tank is day by day increasing. Characteristic: it should be safe, durable, easy to use, easily accessible, easily cleanable, and minimum maintenance. The storage capacity of tank was understood with an example of a 4 people family. And ISCOR recommends 135 liters per day per head of water requirement, and so it should be designed. Comparison of RCC or the composite tanks compared with the common famous plastic water tanks. That's it for now. Thank you.